Have you given him money?
I have, yeah.
And how much money have you given him?
Oh, I wouldn't be able to tell you now.
A lonely pensioner looking for love.
All the little poems and things he sends to me, it just gets to me and I end up in tears.
A ruthless con man trying to steal her money.
These offenders know what buttons to push.
And a very worried daughter.
And it's sad to see her doing this.
And granddaughter desperate to stop Nan being hurt.
We've had interventions, we've shown her all this stuff.
Tonight, we try to help convince 62-year-old Lynn that right now she's being fleeced by a merciless man in a cruel internet love scam.
Hello, Lynn. I'm Christina from A Current Affair. How are you?
Oh,
that's good. We were just wanting to have a chat to you about internet dating.
Lynn is living an isolated life in the country. She met Eric in the safety of her own home through website My Yearbook.
That's the one he's got on the site that we met.
On the dating site?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What did you think when you saw that photo of him?
You wouldn't want to know, would you?
He calls himself Sergeant Eric Muller-Chandler and says he's a US soldier serving in Iraq.
Even I could be sweet talked by that guy.
What do you think drew her to him?
He was sending poetry and just calling her baby and dearest and honey and saying that he was gonna make her world, her dream come true.
Eric was cunning. He didn't ask Lynn for money straight away. Nicole says he made sure her grandmother was well and truly hooked first.
So by now it could be well into the $15,000, $20,000.
Does she have the money to give him?
No, she's only on a pension.
When she ran out of money, the desperate pensioner asked her daughter Leanne for help, but she didn't know what her mother was doing with the cash.
I don't mind helping out if I can, because that's what you do for your family.
Nicole got suspicious when Lynn became unusually secretive.
And she started to be hiding in her bedroom and not really coming to visit us anymore.
Online research uncovered Lynn's new love has stolen the identity of Sergeant Major Raymond F. Chandler, a married man with children.
We've warned her about it all and she just won't listen.
Detective Sergeant Cole Dyson from the Fraud and Cybercrime Squad says, like so many online scam victims, Lynn has fallen in love with an image.
Well, it's sad, but they're becoming more common all the time.
He says all the con man wants is money.
At that stage, they know they've been hooked and they're willing to send money for any reason.
This is Leanne and Nicole's last-ditch attempt to save this grandmother from a broken heart and an empty bank account.
How are you feeling about what's going to happen or what might happen?
Nervous?
They asked A Current Affair to help convince Lynn that Sergeant Eric isn't who he claims to be.
Hello.
After the shock wore off, the pensioner agreed to talk about her blossoming relationship.
I just was looking for a bit of love.
Couldn't find it in town?
Oh, tried all around here, but nothing strikes me here.
Lynn is completely love-struck. They regularly email one another and chat online. Eric sends her romantic poems.
It just gets to me and I end up in tears, because it's so nice, so beautiful.
Eric often rings her from a private number. She can't make out his accent, but doesn't think it's American.
He's promised that he'd come over here to marry me and to live and, have all these as his grandkids and that.
He also promised to visit Lynn last Christmas, but told her he was injured in a car crash. And of course, he needed her money to pay the hospital bill. He told her he sent a parcel containing cash and an engagement ring. Nearly a year on, it hasn't arrived.
Will it break your heart if this guy is not for real?
It probably will.
Her family says it's inevitable.
You're wasting time on somebody that's never ever going to come through with his promises when you could be spending that time finding someone here.
Our research turned up a scam website warning about Eric. It shows the same name, email address and promises of love to another woman.
Yeah, that's the one.
You see, that comes from a scam site.
A sad reality for a lovely but lonely woman just looking for love.
Do you think that she'll continue to contact him?
Probably. I guess it's just wait and see.